Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be upcycling a button-up and a sweatshirt. I'm going to walk you through the steps in bringing these two items together to make a unique piece, so you no longer have to throw out your old button-ups or sweatshirts. And with all that being said, let's get started. And you only need two supplies for this project. You'll need a button-up and a sweatshirt. And when it comes to the button-up and the sweatshirt, they don't have to be the same length. My button-up is a little bit longer than the sweatshirt, and I'm going to use that to my advantage by making the button-up side longer than the sweatshirt side for an offset look. But anyways, the first thing we're going to do is place the button-up off to the side and cut the sweatshirt directly down the center, and we're cutting through both layers at the same time. And real quick, when it comes to figuring out what sides to sew together, I'm going to be using the left side of the button-up because it has the buttons on that side, so it's easier to take off the right side and move the buttonholes over to the sweatshirt. So we can place the left side of the sweatshirt off to the side and use that for scrap in later projects. And at this point, our right side is complete. It's ready to start sewing, so we can also place that off to the side, grab the button-up. When it comes to the button-up, it has a few more preparation steps, and the first thing we want to do is remove the collar band at the bottom seam all the way towards the center. It's best to start at the outside edge and work in towards that center, and we're going to be going past that center about 1 to 2 inches. Also keep in mind, we're only dethreading the bottom seam and not messing with the collar or the top of the collar band. We're going to be reattaching it in later steps, so we want to keep it as neat as possible. The reason we're dethreading past the center is because we're giving ourselves room to cut and also room to sew in future steps. With the collar band dethreaded, we're going to move on to the next step, so unbutton the shirt and cut it directly down the center. I'd recommend measuring from the side seams before you make your cut. After making the cut, we can place the left side of the shirt off to the side and focus on the right side. Most shirts will have a rolled over button column, and what you want to do is dethread the stitch that is closest to the side seam. This step does take a decent amount of time because we're only dethreading one of the stitches, so you have to be careful. We want to give ourselves enough room so we can fit under there with scissors and trim off the button column. We're trying to keep it as intact as possible without any rips. As you can see, there's not a lot of room to work with, and we want to trim as close as we can to that second stitch, so the raw edge from the cut is underneath the button column. This will allow us to reattach it to the sweatshirt with a nice clean edge. For the moment, we can place this side of the button up off to the side, grab the sweatshirt, lay it out flat with right sides facing up, grab the button column, and place it directly on top of the sweatshirt. Before we stitch it down, we want to first line it up with the opposite side of the button up, so that way when the buttons come together, they're not offset. And from here, we're going to flip the button column so the wrong side is facing up and place it underneath the sweatshirt on the wrong side. You want the sweatshirt to be in the center of the column, and we're going to stitch as close as we can to the outside edge of the button column. This next step is how we're going to hide both of those raw edges, and all we have to do is simply fold that button column over once so the right side is facing up on the right side of the sweatshirt, and make a stitch on the opposite side of the button column. I'm going to bring it back and make one more stitch on the inside edge just to really secure it down. As you can see, both of the raw edges on the sweatshirt and button column are both gone, and it looks perfectly clean. From here, we're going to start cutting out the holes in the sweatshirt side. Since it is just fleece, you don't have to remake the buttonholes. You can just snip the holes, and it's not going to fray over time. Keeping the project going, we're going to flip the sweatshirt around so the back panel is facing up. Grab the left side of your button up, and we're going to line up the back edges and stitch at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I'm going to be using a serger to get a nice clean edge. If you don't have a serger, you can use a zigzag stitch. To really make it look nice, we're going to fold that seam allowance towards the button-up side and add a top stitch. For the best results, I recommend using an edge presser foot. This step is optional. I just think it gives it a nice clean finish and a professional look. Next, we're going to reattach the collar band to the neckline of the sweatshirt. The neckline might not be the exact same size as the collar band, but luckily it stretches, and what you want to do is kind of stretch it so it matches up perfectly with that collar band. The collar band is already pre-folded, so all you have to do is slide that neckline into the collar band, add a few pins, and stitch it down. Just make sure you have both sides of the collar band lined up so you don't miss a layer as you're stitching. At this point in the project, you can totally be done if this is all you want to do is just bring these two together, but we're going to keep going and bring it another step further by adding a pocket and swapping out a portion of the sleeve. So we can place this assembly off to the side and grab the right side of the button-up. Luckily, this button-up does have 2 pockets. Not all button-ups have 2 pockets. So I'm going to start by dethreading the top flap and then work my way around the outside edge of the pocket. When it comes to pockets, you can kind of start dethreading and then pretty much pull the entire pocket off. Just be careful not to pull too hard and rip the pocket. With both sides removed, I'm going to grab the shirt and place it on the sweatshirt side. And you can place this pocket wherever you want on that sweatshirt side. Once you found the position, we're going to stitch the outside edge of the pocket and the top edge of the flap. At the start and stop of the pocket, I recommend doing a nice tack stitch so it doesn't rip off if you use it. The thing about this is that if you don't like the placement, you can simply de-thread it, relocate it, and restitch it. Moving on to the final step, we're going to be replacing a portion of the sleeve with the portion from the button-up. I want the cuffs to match on both sides, so I'm going to cut about 4 inches above the buttons. Take that portion of the sleeve and lay it out on top of the sweatshirt side. In the end, I want the sleeves to line up, so I'm going to cut a 1/4 inch towards the inside of the sweatshirt. Flip the sweatshirt side so the wrong sides are facing out. Place the cuff assembly inside the new opening so the right sides are lined up and the side seam from the cuff is lined up with the side seam from the sweatshirt. If the two circumferences don't line up, you can actually take the sweatshirt seam in on the side seam. But once you're ready, we're going to stitch the edge at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Just like when we sewed the back panels together, we're going to add a top stitch on the button-up side of that seam. This one can be a little bit tricky to get to, so you have to kind of move it around as you sew it. And just like that, your new upcycled button-up sweatshirt is complete. The last thing I did was add my own custom branding. I just used leather strips added with double-sided rivets. The possibilities are endless when it comes to upcycling this. You still have a lot of extra fabric left over from the button-up and the sweatshirt, and you definitely don't want that to go to waste. You can easily make a matching bucket hat or a baseball hat, so have some fun with it and get creative. And there you have it, your new button-up sweatshirt combo is complete. And there's so many more configurations you can make with these two items, so have some fun with it, get creative, and make something really unique. Like always, I want to see what you come up with, so tag me on Instagram at Properfit Clothing, and until then, I'm going to keep the videos coming at you, so I'll see you next time.